Hey everyone, how's it going? In case you missed it from my Facebook page and you've been wondering what I've been up to in the past few weeks, as you can see, I've actually moved into a new place. I've moved into student housing, and this is quite funny just coming right off that room tour video. But I've been pretty busy in the past few weeks just moving into this new room. And as you can see, I'm not completely set up. I don't have my iMac with me yet, just a bunch of things that I need to get done in this room. But one thing I do have with me are these. These are the new Sony XBA-H1 balanced armature hybrid in-ear earphones, and I got these today. While I don't normally do unboxing videos, I do know that a number of you like them, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to do an unboxing video and just to test out how things are going to work in this new room. There's slightly more background noise here. I'm closer to the city. There's lighting is a bit different in this room, so just let me know in the comments what you think. Anyway, let's get right into these. So here they are, the Sony XBA-H1s. And for those of you who don't know, this is Sony's hybrid line of in-ear earphones that actually use a dynamic driver and a balanced armature driver together. In the case of the H1, it actually uses a 9mm dynamic driver and a single balanced armature driver. And after my conversation with Mr. Nagano last time at that Sony event, if you haven't seen that video, he did confirm to me that the balanced armature unit in the H1 is the same as that used in the XBA-1 and the XBA-C10. And so I'm a bit of a fan of that particular balanced armature. In this case, it'd be interesting to see how Sony is able to match up the dynamic driver to the balanced armature and deliver a kind of sound that's well integrated. So that's always a tricky kind of thing when it comes to hybrids of any type. I got this H1 at the the Town Hall Sound Center. I walked past it today and it was actually closing down, which is a bit of a shame because it's a place I bought a Sony Walkman many years ago. And it's always a bit of a shame to see a store close down. So even though I can't really afford it at this point, having just moved out, I thought it was the right thing to do. It was a pretty good price. These retail for $149 in Australia. So I got it for $110 and I thought that was a pretty good deal. I also got a battery for my QX100, the lens camera, the review unit lens camera that Sony Australia sent me. And as you can see, I'm actually shooting it with the this Nexus 7 tablet here. Bit of an inception moment, but just so I can actually see what I'm doing while I do this while I do this unboxing video. So, it's pretty cool that way. Okay, so let's actually just open this up. We're just going to, as you can see, as always, I have not done that many unboxings before, so, bear with me here, but I'm going to remove the plastic wrap. I actually think this packaging, it's very similar to the Sony MDR1R packaging, and it looks a lot classier, I would say, than the previous XBA packaging. So we just have this black box in here. We just open it up, and there are the earphones right there for our viewing pleasure. Okay, and I noticed that people do this normally in unboxing videos, so I'll do it as well. We're going to put these aside for now and have a look at actually what else is in the box. I really think it's a bit of a tease actually when people do that for unboxing videos, but hey, whatever. It comes with this carrying pouch, which has some extra tips inside. So we have the Sony hybrid tips. No foam hybrids apparently, just the standard silicone red, orange, and blue. Oh, no greens this time, that's interesting. Okay, the greens must actually be fitted onto the earphone. And then we have the cable clip and the cable winder in this little baggie here. This is actually quite a nice little pouch. It doesn't have the kind of flip pouch that the XBA had. So that had this little magnetic pouch, but this is kind of nice in itself. We have here, oh no, we do have a separate pack of foamed silicone earbuds, so they're in here. Let's see if we can open this box. kind of a bit of elaborate packaging for the earbuds. There we go. So these are the foam hybrid earbuds, except that Sony has switched to using a red foam on the inside, which is a pretty interesting touch. The black and red theme seems to be consistent with the new XBA-H series. We have an instruction manual for earphones, which I'm sure is going to be a very long and dense read because earphones are very, very complex accessories, and then pretty much the box is empty. So that's pretty much it as far as what's in the box goes. When we look at the actual earphone itself, we can see that we have these new black and red flat cables. I'm actually kind of glad in person because I was never quite convinced when I saw the flat red cables in the advertising material. I thought they looked a little tacky, but they kind of look a bit better than I expected in person. Bit more of a subtle red. I mean, it's still not going to be as subtle as your standard black cable, but that's still quite nice. Apparently I've heard that this cable is quite good in quality in terms of microphonics, not much cable noise. You can see here just from this kink just out of the packaging that the cable does appear to have a bit of memory to it. As far as the earpieces themselves go, we'll just wait for the camera to focus. I'll move that out of the way actually. The earpieces are actually quite substantial. I don't have the XBA on hand to compare. It's certainly, these aren't as chunky as the XBA-40, but they're quite close. They're quite thick, especially if you get a bit more of a close-up here. I'll try to get a better, having a bit of trouble with the camera autofocusing here, so I'll try and get you a better look at these if we can just get a bit close. The one thing about the QX100 I've been finding is that the 5cm focus distance is really useful for this kind of macro photography, but unfortunately the autofocus isn't nearly as precise as something like the Sony Alpha 6000. And unfortunately I found with the Sony Alpha 6000 you cannot do the video shooting using the Play Memories app on the tablet like I'm doing with the QX100. So I do kind of hope that they implement that feature. But anyway, here are the XBA-H1s up close. You can see it's pretty much a plastic body. They're actually quite lightweight, deceptively so considering their larger size. So they do seem to have decent build quality. Obviously this isn't metal like the EX1000 or anything like that, but everything does seem very nicely put together. This H1 in particular doesn't have the detachable cables of the H2 or the H3. Apart from that, it seems pretty similar in kind of overall design. This kind of chrome plastic does seem very reminiscent of the XBA series in particular. So anyway, I'll have a listen to these and I'll post any first impressions I have on these on the Facebook page. So check that out. That's facebook.com/LachlanLikesAthing. Let me know what you thought of this video. This room is actually right next to a train line, so you might hear a bit more background noise. So let me know if you hear that on the video. And as always, you can talk to me on Facebook or on Twitter @LachLikesAthing. Thanks to all my regular subscribers. I promise I'm going to get it all kind of nicely set up. And with a more of my normal kind of video format in the future. Just bear with me for the moment, but I just wanted to make this video to let you know I am alive. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your week.